Good morning once again and welcome to the discussion segment on AU TV, live streaming on our social media networks. And this very morning I have in the studio once again my regular guest, Honorable Inusah Bauh George, the Bono East Regional Chairman for the PNC, and Ami Samini is also here in the studio, joining me to have the discussion and have in-depth analysis on issues, on grounds. Good morning and welcome, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is well with you.
How are you?
Very well, and your side?
Thankful to Allah.
Good. It's Wednesday morning.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, thankful to Allah.
Sure.
For this great mercy.
As we're soldiering for bread and country. Very well. Kwame, how's everything?
Managing the system.
Okay. Okay.
Better.
Sure. Inshallah. Inshallah.
It is well already.
It is well already. I love that. It is well already. Produced under the leadership of DK Wentz and Kofi Wilson. We started. But before we go straight to our topics, which talking about the Supreme Court suspension of Pandai constituency election rerun, and then petition to remove Justice Joni Kolendi dismissal. Let me start with this particular one that we're going to have some preliminary comments over 2 minutes each. It's about Otunfo's settlement about the Bauh conflict, the report that presented to the presidency yesterday, which, for the lasting solution of the conflict. Honorable Inusah, quick one.
Good morning once again to the viewers. Pardon me for I have some little. Tunfo has done a big job. Commend him for that. Yesterday, I was on my screen watching him, how he presented the report. But he has done a very great job. Even the presentation alone. Yesterday was the first day I saw Otunfo with that standing up reading such a report.
Wow.
And so that one was a plus. And then looking at the whole work, you see, my initial thought was not like this. You see, Otunfo has started the whole team from time immemorial, starting from the time we were being colonized by the whites. So he has done a lot of research into the Oku issue. A lot of research went into that. So he was able to bring everything to bear. And yesterday he said, well, he is not coming to give any verdict, but he is coming to put everything into bare facts for Ghanaians and the whole world to know the writing. And so
there wasn't any arbitration
at all.
At fault in this one.
At all. So he did a very thorough work. And you see, even before he started, he told the public that even as at yesterday, as he was talking,
yes,
I was on phone with my brother, the Momprugu King.
Okay.
He was on phone with him. He spoke with him and told him everything that he has in the report, and that he was coming to present the report to the president and to make sure that he reads everything for both kings, that's the Momprugu and the Okunaba,
yes,
to listen to the report. So after the presentation, none of the chief will complain that the president has uttered something. And so it was a very great job. And looking at the research conducted into the work, He has done a very thorough work. In fact, the man needs to be commended. You see, after he has read the report, Ghana is so calm today. You see that nobody has find any fault into the matter. I don't want to go into the findings that somebody will say I side with any other person. But what I want the public to do is that the Otunfo Osei has done a very dedicated job. He has taken his time. He has gone into archives. He has brought the whole thing, those that were dealt at the law court, those that were dealt with certain degrees. He has brought everything to bear. And so I only hope that my brothers at the Mompurugu traditional area, that of the Kosase traditional area, will abide by what the Otunfo has done, and that they will let a peace prevail in the Upper West region. Upper East region. You see, one thing is that I was telling somebody at the time I was watching, somebody came to me and I was telling him, look, we are in Techima here. We are not indigenous of Techima, but we are comfortable going about our businesses. We are doing everything in Techima. And so Techima is our home.
Yes.
And so if Mampusis are in Bauh, they should recognize that, by even allowing them to go about their businesses and what. So they should be comfortable with that. Kosase should be comfortable in staying in Bauh to do their business. Nobody should say, because this place is mine or that, I will not allow you to. You see, but as for tradition, we all know tradition. And so I am a Gonja, I'm in Techima. So I cannot go and tell the people at Techima that I want to, or we Gonjas, for the privilege that you have given to us to have our chief, we want to make our chief the paramount chief. That one cannot happen. It cannot happen at all. The people of Techima has received us well. We are living with them all right. And they have given us a privilege that, you see, as for human beings, we are not like animals. So as human beings in the group, you should have somebody who is leading you.
Yeah.
And so that privilege was given to us to instill our leader, that is the Gonja chief in Techima.
Yeah.
And so that Gonja chief, there's no day or no way that Gonjas can get up one day and said, because we have gotten that privilege, we are now going to make our chief the paramount chief of the people. That cannot work. And so let's respect that one too.
Very well.
And we live in peace. Bauh is for Ghanaians. Bauh is for both Kosase and Mampusis. They should live and for Ghanaians. So they should live in peace, work together, and make sure that the country progresses. With these disturbances, you see, the president was saying it there. Teachers are leaving, nurses are leaving, doctors are leaving.
Yes.
Even national service personnel, they refuse to accept persons to that area.
Yes.
So it means that virtually Bauh is collapsing. So they should make sure that they unite together and let peace prevail.
Thank you very much, Honorable Inusah. Thank you very much. Kwame,
Yes.
I mean, yesterday, Otunfo presented a report to the presidency. You know, we all calling for peace to prevail in Bauh, Kusasis, and the Mampusis. We should all smoke the peace pipe so that we can also benefit, developmental projects, businesses in Bauh. Brief one, so that.
Thank you very much. And my cabinet, MCs, Regional Minister of Bauh East, Regional Minister of Bauh East, Chairman, the Kwesi Chairman, one Mr. Daniel, police station secretary. Now to my fifth question. Bauh is, or the problem of Bauh, not something that is passes in the dominant tribe in that land due to war and others. Happened that so just like my brother said,
we are talking about
yes,
peace.
Just like my brother said, you cannot, as a minority, go and stay, but asking them to what? To make you, a chief over them. Okay, so I think we all have to live peacefully, coexist in that community. So this peace accord is not the first time, because the chief, this is not the first one. When we talk about this Bauh and then Abudus and Dani, but he was an instrumental piece there. So this is the second one that I know that he has worked hard, come out, regardless of the history or whatever that is behind it, to say that Chief Asiri Abu Drago to remain as the overlord of Isago, and the non-priest should abide by it or pay to that, and then allow peace to prevail. And before that, the two of them, the two factions, came together with the chief, and then they understood before he came out to announce and handed over to the president. So I commend the very well. He has done a yeoman job.
And the two parties too.
And the two parties, yes, they have all accepted to allow peace to prevail in Bauh.
Sure.
I know Bauh very well, and I have school in Nalergo, so I know the terrain very, very, very well. Yes, so 2016 I was in Bauh. I even moved Bauh straight to Sankasi. The goods there, you see. So if we don't,
and then
yes, Garutumpani to you get that. You see, so we Ghanaians, we trade a lot, and sometimes we want cheap goods and all those things. We have to move there, but as at now we cannot. Look, the last I think January there, I wanted a ride. I called, my friend is there. He's a native of this. I called him. How can I get one of this ride? And then he told me the story and others. That is it. Because of this program, I just put a stop. I cannot go there. Okay, I cannot go there because I don't know what will happen. You see, so we should allow peace to prevail so that businesses and government businesses should go on. Because as of now, if they post anybody there, the person doesn't want to go. Doctors are not there. National service are not going, nurses, teachers, everybody's running. Okay, now they say that those who are fighting, then you should be there. They too are also running away from the place. So Bauh is now a ghost town, and the government day out is spending money that should have been used to develop Bauh. Okay, the security are there each and every day. The amount they spend on them,
Russian.
You see, so this money would have been used for the development of Bauh. There are a lot of, just like I said, Bauh is bordered with two African countries, West African countries, Togo, and Burkina. And the business that we trade with them is, in fact, bring some foreign exchange to our income.
Sure.
And so we need to allow peace to prevail
So let us
so that this can come on.
the chance. Thank you very much, Kwame Samini. Now, Honorable, let me come to you. Supreme Court suspension of Bandai constituency election rerun. What do you have to say about it? I believe that High Court in Tamale ruled that there should be a rerun. Supreme Court says
rule of law, and we have to obey.
the court.
At all, the parliament
Okay.
has not heard at
But
all.
was it not in a haste?
It wasn't in the haste. It was a directive given by the Supreme Court. The High Court.
Okay.
A High Court, when it gives decision and you defy the decision, it
Yes.
means will hold contempt. And so, Parliament is not in haste, appeal or otherwise, before Parliament can take a decision. But it is a wrong decision. When you appeal or when you send the case, you must obey first. And so when you obey that one, and another court, just like yesterday, the decision of the Supreme Court,
Yes.
has come to nullify everything. So the Supreme Court has also asked the High Court to hold on and ask Electoral Commission and the parties to hold on in the election until 13th January,
Yes.
before the decision will be made. And so now it is the Supreme Court that has come in to nullify the High Court decision. Apart from the Supreme Court, Parliament has no right and Parliament has no authority to nullify or to disobey the High Court decision. And so since the Supreme Court has come now, it has settled the dust. And so the Parliament or the clerk and then the majority in Parliament, I mean the NDC, has not erred in doing anything. Has not erred in doing anything. In fact, I will agree with some of the members of the NDC that, what the Supreme Court did was the best because this is the Christmas season. And so, if we are going to elections at Pandai, that will mean that Pandai people will not enjoy the Christmas. And so, it is in a good move that we suspend it, and then 23rd, was it 13th?
13th.
Yeah, 13th, the decision will come. And that decision will let us know whether the election will still come on or it will not come on,
Okay.
then will remain a parliament. So it is a good decision. And we need to upheld the courts in this country. You see, those days, you see that nobody is making any noise. But those days, we all know, we all experience how the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government treats us in this country. And so I am happy that the rule of law is working. We must respect the laws. We must not act in a lawlessness as if we don't have laws in this country.
Yes.
And so if government has given up by not involving himself or intimidating the judges to do whatever is not right, I think that's the best thing. And I'm very sure that the minority or the MPP knew that as they were going to court, the government will have his hand there and their judgment will not see the day of the light. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way. It went on well. They are happy with the judgment. Yesterday, I heard what is the name? Dampre praising the judgment. I say, wow, that's a good governance for you. Yesterday, it wasn't like that. Today, you are praising it. Let's continue like that. If we on the 30th of January, if the court feels that Mantingindan should continue, the elections should not be nullified, or we can't go through all the process, all the polling centers, but some number of polling centers should be run. That should be that is okay. If the court also decide that the Supreme Court, the High Court has erred, and so Martin Yindan should continue instead of
exactly.
that's
So
all.
the question is that is he told the MP for?
Since
The vacant
since what is it? Since the Supreme Court has nullified the decision, since the High Court has nullified the decision or put on hold to the decision of the High Court, is still the MP for Pandai until 30th of January that the court will tell us the final decision, or if it is another adjournment, the final case will come. But for now, Martin Yindan is still the member of parliament.
Martin is still the
yes.
member of parliament. Thank you very much, Honorable Inusah George. Now, Kwame, with the same issue, the Supreme Court suspended the High Court rule. As we speak, I believe that, as Honorable said, Matthew Ndam is still the MP for Pandai. What is your take?
The decision by the Supreme Court is welcomed by both sides, because NDC is a law-abiding party, government. In that we are in this country, just a year ago, where if anything happened in this country, we'll see the other side, which is the MPP, will tell the NPP in the court all manner. And of Parliament will have, and the majority then realizing that if this happens, that number NDC because his mother was a chief justice.
No. There's no evidence to that. You don't have any.
I can call her my mother too.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
I will agree with that.
Yes. Yes.
You cannot tell me that Afreda Markin,
yes,
is a mother to you.
Yes.
No.
She can give birth to him.
Fine.
Yes. So our mother.
Our mother.
Yes. He ran to our mother, and then something that has never happened before, unprecedented. It happened. A court was they empaneled judges on Saturday, weekends, and the case was ruled.
But there are some urgent cases that need to be.
In fact, this is unprecedented. For this one was unprecedented.
Urgent cases. We have
this one wasn't urgent. It wasn't urgent.
The empanel.
No. It wasn't urgent. It wasn't urgent. Okay, so judges wanted to switch, were allowed to stay in. So at that time, the court was good. It's not a contempt. This is a contempt, and need to be invited. Okay, but as of now, we are not hearing anything. Now let's come to this Pandai, is which resulted in the kangaroo court. Okay, now this it was during this thing happened in 2020, whereby MP will bring in tax to make sure that he wins.
Well.
can cite places like Esicado in the Nitakradi.
Who brought tax? Yeah.
If you bring in some tax or tax to military uniform, how do I call them?
And I'm asking you, who brought this?
The then MP then at Esicado. Okay, and that MP won over Grace Ayonsu. Okay, it happened a whole lot of places which I will not want to mention. And so the same thing that they plan, for that matter,
Are you talking about Pandai?
the same thing happened. So Martin Indam and his people decided to what? Invade some of the polling stations, cause mayhem there, and then irregularities happen. And then, so the election, because of the problem that happened there, with the help of the EC, the pronouncement was sent to Tamale without calling the NDC to be part. And then it was pronounced for Nyindam as the winner of that consistency.
If I should get the records, 27,000.
Yeah, it is. I think it is 27, 24 or there.
Okay.
Okay. And so the NDC candidate took it to court and cited 41 police stations. So when he cited 41 police stations, this was a judgment. The NPP also came out with other polling stations. And so the judge thought it wisely to what? To let them go for a rerun of the whole show. Because if this person is complaining 41, they're also complaining some number of polling stations, then there's a need for us to go for a rerun. So the judge, in his own wisdom, decided that we should go for a rerun.
Very well, but now that,
that is what happened.
The case is in court.
Now the case,
it's now with the apex
yes,
of the land.
Yes. And so once the High Court has ordered the EC to rerun the election, the EC has no power go ahead and do that, and exactly what they were doing. So once the Supreme Court has come in to rule out that the rerun should be suspended, it should be suspended. It will still go on. It means that it will still go on. Suspended until 13th. Okay.
That one lies in
yes.
the bosom of the Supreme
Court. The Supreme Court.
Yes.
So it is okay. So that it should be suspended until further notice, which is, I mean, a time which is
January 13,
that is
2026.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kwame Samini, heard from Kwame Samini, still on African Union Television, and still check us on.
The only Samini who cannot sing.
African Union Television, please honorable allow me. African Union Television, Facebook, YouTube, be with us on autvonline.com, aubusiness.com, live. We're in Techiman, Bunu East Regional Capital, suburb of Techiman, Sumia. Now, honorable, let us quickly move on to the petition for the removal of Justice Yoni Kolendi, and the President consultation will involve the Council of State, right?
No, the
Chief Justice has dismissed that petition.
Oh yeah, so the process is
when they didn't have anything that.
Yes, when you have issues against any judge, apart from the Chief Justice, or you have issues against the EC, or you have issues against the NCC that kind of independent institutions. You have to petition the president. And so when you petition the president will then forward the petition to the Chief Justice.
To the Chief Justice.
So the president remain a conveyor belt to your petition. So the president have to receive it. After receive it, send it to forward it to the Chief Justice. So the Chief Justice have to get a panel of justices who will sit on the case, on the petition, determine whether your petition has merit or not. And so this is one of the cases that Ghanaians are looking at. I think the OSP have petitions there, petition against the OSP, the petition against the EC chair. So they also petition against Billy Kolendi. So this is the first of the cases. And so the committee going through the petition, they dismiss their claims of the petition. What it means is that perhaps the people might have what is the name, some reason in the petition, but they lack evidence, as the court stated, or the Chief Justice stated. In law, we deal with evidence. And so, if you are petitioning, you can elaborate all your concern, all the charges, you can bring them. But if you lack evidence, when you lack evidence, it means that you lack everything.
So if it does not hold water.
Exactly. The court, it is to the Chief Justice. And so it is in the Supreme Court, so to say, that when you are taking something to Supreme Court or the courts with that evidence, they can work with your accusation. And so those who filed the petition should have gotten some evidence about their case before sending it. So if the committee to the Chief Justice find their action inappropriate or action as not having enough evidence, that's what I say. They might have written a very nice petition. They might have some concern, a legitimate concern, but without backing with evidence, that cannot work. They cannot go into the case. So the Chief Justice will be doing more harm to himself if he admits the petition against Justice Willie Kolendi. So if he admits the petition and they go into the merit of the case, Willie Kolendi, even though he's a judge, is going to come there with a lawyer. And so if the lawyer finds his ground, it means that the Chief Justice and his committee will be put to shame. So it is appropriate that the Chief Justice dismiss the petition. He told them that they lack evidence. So if they go and they think they have the evidence, they should petition again. And so I don't have any problem. I am a law-abiding citizen. I am a Democrat. I want people testing the law. But I want people, if you want to test the law, you must have the evidence. You must have the evidence before going. There was a time somebody wanted to invite me into the case. I said, no, I will not come, even though I know everything about the case. But the evidence is not there. If I go, just one question will put me into problem. So I cannot come to the case. You understand? And so whenever you want to test any case, whenever you are doing anything, make sure that you have the legal backing on you before you can proceed to make your case. But if you don't have any legal backing, you just want to make allegations and allegations upon allegation against somebody, you tarnish or somebody's reputation. Remember, Willie Kolendi is not the only judge that they wrote a petition against. My good friend, my good friend and a former general secretary of the People's National Convention, Lawyer Scott, Oma, lawyer Oma. That is judge, Supreme Court judge.
Justice
Justice Palmer. Yes.
Palmer. Okay.
Yes. You know, I work with him. Working with him for some years. Yes. So he's a very good friend of mine. Pardon me?
You're aspiring to be a lawyer.
Oh, no. He was my general secretary.
Oh, okay.
He was my general secretary, so I've worked with him.
Definitely. All right.
Yes.
All right.
And he was
Justice
a former
Palmer.
parliamentary candidate for my party.
Okay.
At the Navrango Central. He's my slave too.
So he's from Navrango.
He's from Navrango. Palmer is a cousin. He's a cousin.
Oh, wow.
So he's my slave, you see. And then again, he's my friend. He's my brother. I've worked with him.
Okay.
So Palmer people petition against him. But they themselves watch back and look at the whole thing and thought that they don't have evidence to that effect. So they went back to withdraw the petition.
The petition.
Unfortunately, these people don't withdraw their petition. But the Chief Justice Committee has found them not have enough evidence to their cases. So the case or the petition was dismissed. I think that is a very good move. If they have any other thing that they can put against the Justice Olendi with evidence, they can bring it up.
Very well. Kwame, brief on that one then.
Yeah.
Because it has been dismissed.
Yeah.
As
So-
Honorable said, when they went through the petition,
It was
never
not
had no merit.
evidence.
So they had to dismiss it.
That is the beauty of democracy.
And it was alleged that Justice invited Prophet Dami, the then Attorney General, to his house for them to have this problem solved concerning Kesala to Forcing and is it his cousin, Japa? Did you hear that? I always want to use the word alleged.
Yeah. The whole thing happened way back for the MPP government. It was about this ambulance case. Ambulance was purchased for Ghana. Person
Deputy Finance Minister, yes.
he was in charge of that. So, upon the assumption of the MPP government, realizing that the purchasing of the ambulances, the amount was such, so therefore they have to take it to court in order to find solution to that. And so, yes, Japan was also part of it that deal came out. So during the court cases, up and down, it was revealed that the company that they purchased the ambulances wanted to what? Pay for that amount. I think there was something that was also part of the ambulance that they were ready to come and fix those things all. So the problem of amicability. But the NPP government then did not want it that way. The ambulance was not used. They were dumped somewhere. As we speak, we don't even know whether they are still dumping there or not. And then it was like a witch hunt. And then at the forcing, what we even heard that they wanted to remove him so that they can go for by-election, so that to increase their number in parliament.
What's the allegation?
Oh yes, it is an allegation. It is alleged. Okay. Yes. So
Me.
yeah, that is what happened.
Go ahead.
That is what happened. Okay. So this thing went on, and then since Attorney General then Godfred Dame,
Yes.
at all costs that he was getting pressure from the president then to make sure that Ato Hayford is in prison so that they can go for by-election there, decided to go in for Mr. Japa, try to cajole him so that they will stick together and then he will be set free, rather Ato Fosun will be in prison. And this is evidence through WhatsApp. So out of this, it went to the court, and then the court saw it that these are evidence. So this case was trashed out. Then the two of them were set free. The matter settled. Now, Yoni Kolendi, who is a cousin to or a nephew to Japa, was not part of the deal, was not part of the judgment, or whatever.
Yes.
But it is also alleged that they used to go and meet in his house. And then the expectation of the then president wanted.
Why are you bringing the former president in here, this conversation?
Because they are part of it. Their names were mentioned. That is why
You mentioned the former president.
it is out there. It is out there. Let me build my point. Okay.
Flow.
So their agenda was to what? For Yuri Kolendi, who is one of them, and I think I understand he's been appointed, was appointed to Supreme Court by Kufuor. So he should have helped for them to imprison.
He worked with his firm before.
Yes, to imprison Kwesi Ato Hayford. And since that didn't happen, then it has now turned out that a family member of Akufo-Addo, who is one Mr. Mafo.
Is it because Oforiata, Mafo Oforiata?
Yes. Yeah, he's a family member. The family member
Fine.
decided to go to court, citing that Yoni Kolendi, since he could not do their bidding for them, to be removed. Okay, because he decided to opt out. Not to, how can, I mean, if it's your own brother, I mean, if you want to use me to against my own brother, how can this be possible? Okay, so he was independent, he wasn't part of them. And because he refused to do their bid, this is what they want to remove him from the what? From the as a judge. And that is why this writ was sent to the Chief Justice. And they look at it and realize that there was no any evidence, no prima facie was found, because it is just a mere witch hunt, in that you have not done my bidding, therefore I will also do this against you. So they found no any evidence in it, so it has been thrown out. That Mr. Yoni Kolendi is a fine and, in fact, an astute judge, that when you read his profile, he has done a lot, in all the way from the Volta region and all that. I think even President Mahama's first time, I think he was involved in some cases, and then he came out. So yeah, he is an experienced judge and with such a high repute. Okay, so
very well, coming. Very well. Honorable, we almost checking out. So what will be your final words here?
Yes, it is my prayers that my brothers in
Yeah.
talking about the Osase and then
I
from
attended
today.
Bauh praise me.
So it is my hope, wish that just as Tunfor said yesterday, that in the mediation, the Momprises or the Fosases will say, Abayu, we were drinking the two together, we are brothers, we marry each other and whatever. So I wish and hope that from henceforth from today, to see each other as brothers. Gun is not the solution.
Yes.
So they should see each other as brothers and sisters. They should live together. They should unite and look for the progress or the development of the progress of the people is paramount. I don't know what chieftaincy or the title will take them to. The title is for one person. That person will not even live forever. So I think the best thing is to look for the progress of their area, then the progress of the people they are living with. To see each other as brothers and sisters is what I have, or my wish for my brothers and not quite long. We had our differences in Ghana.
Yes. Yes.
Grateful to God. We are
Okay.
at what is it? North Gonja. North Gonja, the Gonjas and then the Momprises. But fortunate we are able to resolve the differences. The one at Bihiri or so to see Tolatuna Kalba district, we are able to resolve it. And, I think the people there are living in peace, living as brothers and sisters. So I wish my brothers at who will also
In peace and harmony.
see peace and live together.
Thank you very much. Kwame, wait.
I also, I'm the same line with my brother.
Yes.
That there should be peace. The two factions should accept this in a good faith. In that, Mampurugulan, Nalergo, and Walwale are the two places that I have lived. High is my alma mater. So, and Bauh, my senior that I serve at Nalergo Senior High. That's where he comes from, Pusiga. So, the two places, or since I have been there and I know the way the people there behave.
The way I love Bauh.
You see, so I think it is good for us to have peace in Bauh and all the enclaves, so that people can be free to move every part of the area, not to get scared. Businessmen, women,
Yes.
will be able to go to Bauh beyond to Sankasi to do their business and come out without any problem, so that there will be development in Bauh. Since this occurring conflict,
Yes.
Bauh has not been there's a low level of development in the area. So if we are able to allow peace to prevail, all the monies that we are allocating for peace and security in that area will be used for development. So that Bauh is a very big town. The town is very big. I don't know if not because of now, I think it will be almost like Techimai or so. You see, so if we allow peace to prevail, in fact, there will be a lot of development. Citing the fact that it is also bordered with two West African countries, which will allow businesses to flow in out. And for the development of the people. This is what I have for them. They should allow peace to prevail.
Fantastic. Just we have, my producer says we adding up 10 minutes. Present. Honorable, let's just talk about this Southeast MP who confronted Chinese, nationals of Ghana, and it was fantastic. He chased them away. Yes, South
Region.
Yes,
That's our origin.
Yes,
But maybe,
yes.
but maybe
I'm not South.
South.
Yes. Mohammed. Yakubu Mohammed.
It's a Ashanti region.
Ahafano North.
Ahafano South and North.
Okay.
Ashanti region is not Ahafo. Ashanti region. And so, you see, if we are all doing this from what Ghana, I think we'll have progress in the administration of this country. Ghana belongs to all of us. Ghana does not belong to only the president or the government of the country, but it's for all of us. It is our collective responsibility that will not allow, even indigenous, we don't allow them to do galamsey. And then people will come from elsewhere and come to destroy our land and go away. And so if some people have stand up against Chinese, you can't go to China and do this kind of thing and get yourself walk away. That will not happen in China. And so here,
that was what he told them. Falling my water.
Yes, that should be the case. Unfortunately, I also heard another story about Agyeikum chief or something like that. You see, chiefs must make sure that they are the custodians of the land and the whole population in trust. And so, whatever that is done in their area, and so if the chiefs are truthful, you to see, if they are faithful and the people are also faithful, I think there will not be galamsey in any place. Because if there is galamsey, let's say in this Chumia here, if there is galamsey in Chumia here, I'm not sure the MC for Tichuma municipal will be aware. I'm not sure Nana Hene will be aware. But obviously the people in the Chumia
community
and then the chief in Chumia should be aware of it. They should be aware. And so if they allow the galamsey to go on, it means that they are part of it. And so if we have communities chasing out people for doing galamsey, just like Nana Mahene and his people, who say no way. There's another area in Sampa, Yaman North District. They too, some people went there and they chased them out. And so if we are doing that, I think we'll have a very safe environment and a very conducive environment to deal with.
Very well. Kwame?
Okay.
Yes.
I think we must applaud
the MP.
Also, this is the first time hearing an own wisdom, together with his people. But the question sometimes I ask myself, who brought in this child? Who brought them? Who allowed them to do business like galamsey? It is we allow them to come. We allow. In fact, we have kingpins in this country who invite Chinese people from their country. They should come with their food. They have their land and they'll give it to them to do that work. No. The MP has done well, but who brought in the Chinese to do that work? Is the question that we must be asked. Okay, we know that galamsey is an existential thing.
But the MP should have Ask them. Who brought you guys here?
Who?
No, the MP should have asked them. Who brought them?
Who brought them here?
Yes.
And that's why he's asking them, can you do this in your country? Okay, so who brought them to come and do this work? Okay, so it's an essential thing, and we are now fighting. Those days, I was born in Pristia, and even though we are stopping Galamsey, I'm telling you that Galamsey can never be stopped in Pristia.
You know the business.
Okay,
you know the business.
I know the business.
No.
Yes, I was born there. My father worked in the mines. Okay, so I know everything about it. Okay, but what we now know is that people are trying to stop it. Governments are trying to stop it. Akufo-Addo came and put his presidency online to stop it. They have what we call the Operation Gallant Stop, Vanguard, and what have you, but it never worked. The Ankobra and the other rivers, in fact, the avidity was so high that polluted our waters that look nice then, Ankobra and the rest that people drink from can no longer drink. In fact, this champagne brought by these Chinese people, complicated instruments are brought into the country to the extent that excavators are put into the rivers. Excavators enters the rivers, scooping the soil under.
It's serious.
You see, and so I think we are now realizing the effects. The effects are coming. So this our NDC government is doing great. Is doing great because so far we are only 9 months fighting it, and now the MPs, individuals, chiefs, should all come in because it is their land that the Chinese are in. They should fight them. And I think the government have already come out to say that excavators and all those things coming into the country will be a halt to be put on it, or track those that are already in and where they are to make arrests there. And so day in out west NAMOS are on them. And then we also ask the individuals, especially the chiefs, they are the custodians of the land. The land belongs to them. So they should make sure that, just like what Osajifo at is it Brekume?
No,
Doma chief is doing. Okay, he's leading these people to chase away or arrest the Galamseyers. This is what we want the chief to do. They shouldn't leave their land to be destroyed. A time will come, you will not have your food to eat because chemical will take over the land. Okay, already cassava has what we call cyanide.
Yes.
That when you leave it for long, or you let it for long and you eat it, you will die immediately.
We will be dying gradually.
We are dying. The effects are already there.
No, yes, it is
but
there.
They are compounding. So the earlier the better we put stop to Galamsey. Some people want to be rich at all costs over the expense of the masses of Ghanaians. We don't have to let that happen. We have to make sure that our fufu will be there for us. Our TZ, in fact, all the crops that we grow, we can be able to put them in the soil for them to grow. And then